Hey guys, Drifter here. Welcome to Advanced Warfare in Depth. In today's episode, we're going to be reviewing the MP11 Squeaker. This is another elite MP11 variant, and it's one of the better submachine guns in the game. I know I say that quite frequently, but I like to review the good guns here on the Elite Weapon review series. Anyway, let's talk about what makes the Squeaker so special. The normal MP11 is a high rate of fire submachine gun. We all know that. It fires at 900 rounds per minute, which is the highest in the submachine gun class. However, the Squeaker rate of fire is drastically increased up to 1100 RPM. It's kind of like having a free rapid fire attachment, except you don't actually have to put rapid fire on it. At 1100 RPM or 1100 RPM, what that means is the MP11 Squeaker is the highest rate of fire submachine gun in Advanced Warfare. No submachine guns will shoot faster than this. Now, if you want to get technical about it, some of the SAC-3s akimbo will fire faster if you combine the fire rates of both guns, but at 1100 RPM, this actually shoots faster than the majority of those, and definitely the fastest single weapon in the game. It has an extremely high rate of fire, and that makes it very, very dangerous. It also comes with a free red dot attachment. It's got a built-in or integrated red dot, and that's something that I generally recommend on the MP11 anyway, because the iron sights, while they get the job done, they work, I much prefer the red dot sight. It just helps me track targets easier, it makes my life easier, and this has a free attachment, so that's quite nice. Though sometimes I kind of wish I didn't have it, because it does take up an attachment slot, and we'll talk about that later. However, it does come with a very significant and sane penalty. You get plus 20% recoil. That means plus 20% recoil for each and every individual shot, and this is compounded and made worse by the high fire rate. In most cases in the Elite Weapon Review series, I'll say, it kicks a little bit worse. It doesn't kick much more. You can control it. In this case, I'm going to say prepare for a very hard kicking gun, because the MP11 will kick like a mule. It has very, very high recoil. It drifts upward very quickly. It's difficult to control. You're going to have to put some work into this one to keep your shots accurate enough to kill people. However, if you can, it's a little harder on console than it is on PC. PC is quite easy. It can be a very, very dangerous weapon. Very fast time to kill. And one thing that I will tell you is that rapid fire is a terrible idea on this weapon. I do occasionally put rapid fire on the MP11 Squeaker. It'll move the rate of fire up to something like 1400 or 1500 rounds per minute. It comes with a lot of downsides though. So when you add rapid fire, you get wider hip fire spread, and it adds more recoil per shot, and that stacks on top of your already bad recoil penalty, and then it shoots really fast, so it's going to kick extremely hard. It's going to be right on par with the EPM3 on how difficult it is to control the recoil. Very, very difficult, and you're going to burn through your magazine so incredibly quickly if you're not perfectly on target, and if you miss for just like a quarter of a second, your whole mag's gone. Like, if you want to put an entire magazine into somebody, maybe at point blank, yeah, rapid fire. Otherwise, it's going to be a very bad idea. The gun shoots plenty fast as is. And as for what I think about this elite variant, I think this is a very good elite weapon, and in some situations it can be better than the Goliath. Namely, up close, it has a higher rate of fire and it'll deal the same damage, so of course it'll kill people. If you're going to play it faster, if you're going to play it on a small map, if you're going to really stick to close quarters situation, this is a very good elite weapon, and it's better than the Goliath in those situations. I think the Goliath is better overall. It works better at long ranges due to having less recoil and more damage, but this one can still dump truck people at long ranges because it shoots so fast. The trick to it is really controlling your accuracy, which can be quite hard to do due to the recoil, and my recommended class for it does help with that. Of course, I'm going to recommend a FOREGRIP. Any gun that kicks really hard, put a FOREGRIP on it. Helps a lot. Very glad it works in this game, unlike in Black Ops 2. And extended mags, because the weapon shoots very, very fast. Got a 48 round magazine with extended mags. That means you can have some sustained rate of fire. The penalty for missing isn't as bad, and it just makes the gun perform much, much better. More ammunition in reserve too. So FOREGRIP and extended mags, you're gonna have to put the primary gunfighter on there to get that, but at least the red dot is free, and the gun will perform admirably. That's all for this episode of In Depth. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something useful. If you did, don't forget to check out the previous episode, which is the Breakneck KF5, and the next one is a little trick I learned about the AMR and the KF5. And if you enjoyed, don't forget to subscribe. Drifter out.